incredible.
It just has that power. It's like when you listen to your fucking stupid ass bullshit music.
Whoa.
His little,
Are you hating, bro?
Spanish.
Like,
what's it
Whoa,
called?
you're Spanish, fool.
Wait, no, I'm Native American.
You're...
my man.
My man. Salud.
Salud.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you. 22 never looked so good.
Oh man, you make it look better.
This is facts.
Mm-hmm.
This is facts. That guy's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Which one did you go with?
I want that unicorn one, whatever that one was called. Know what it was called?
No, I just saw the unicorn and thought about my.
That's what I thought.
You was number 14, right?
No, 15.
15?
It's like uni something. I know it says uni
Yeah,
something.
there's a unicorn in it. I saw the colors and I got lost in that.
It would have had a
but-
unicorn on it, though. I also had a picture of a unicorn drawn on it.
Man, where's Brad and Darren when we need
I
them?
got
A.
resting bitter face IPA. It's fucking awesome.
Nice.
Then
I'm rocking that DF Dub, baby.
facts. Well, the next one I was gonna get is that what was that tune in and no
Tune in.
turn out and tune in.
Yeah.
That's stout. That's the next one I'm gonna get.
Yeah, I haven't tried that one yet. That one looks good.
That's phenomenal.
I'm getting that Oak Barrel Aged Freaky Deaky.
Facts. I also want to get the number 20. I forgot what that was called. The other one, that barrel aged one.
I think it's a double with fries.
Yeah, those old fries.
Yeah, that's the
Fuck
one
out here. Well, welcome to another week of Drunken Public, guys. I'm your host, Victor Santana. Of course, our co-host, Drew, here. It's his birthday just passed, so celebrating his 22nd birthday.
22nd, baby. 2 twos.
Yeah.
2 twos.
He has 4 kids
I'm
before
gonna have to see a
22.
birth certificate.
We've been doing this show for a little while, so we're making an illegal show.
Now it's legal. We figured.
How long are we doing it? I'm
About 2
24. I'm
years.
24 now.
About
so
20.
24 now.
And then one of my best friends in the world, Diego. You're actually here by yourself this time, hanging out with
I
us.
am. Just got a little time to myself, so. But I gotta say, man, I feel in love with this place, man.
Well, Oak Highlands, right?
It's my first time here, so it's like, it's phenomenal. I saw the dartboards and the music is just.
Well, wait until you see
awesome.
the back room when they have a little bit of arcade games and that's more games back there.
Oh, there's more to this?
Yeah.
The little glass window. If you go
We do a
outside in there.
walkthrough. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
And you can actually bring kids. They have a little chalkboard right here so the kids can play on the wall. They have movie nights here for kids and stuff like that.
Nah, I'll just leave them at home. It's alright.
But,
Well, but you think about it, it's an excuse to bring him up here.
That is.
for
That
kids,
should work in my favor.
I think it's every Friday night or usually Friday night they have a family night. So you can watch a movie and stuff.
That's one of the cool things
They
about.
sell food here?
They usually have food people who come here.
Oh, okay.
So if
so
you do it a
can-
family night, they let you know if there's going to be food here or not. But if either way, if there's food here or not, they let you bring food.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not like the Utah
pretty
beer
cool.
laws where
No.
you
Pick
gotta
up
have.
a nice taco place on the way here, man. Hell yeah.
There you go.
Well, I made a promise to support more Oak Cliff Brewery this year because
And Oak Highlands.
And Oak Highlands. I mean, my bad. I said Oak Cliff Brewery.
And Oak
Keep-
Cliff too, though.
Yeah, Oak Cliff gets a lot of love, and I love them and stuff. And we're gonna be back there doing another podcast. But I made a promise to myself last podcast with Jerry that I want to support Oak Highlands more. So I don't feel like people talk about Oak Highlands enough. I
They
know
should.
I know they don't have like the quote unquote best beer for every style, but they do really great beers, and they make very good variants of those beers.
Oh hell yeah.
The saison is probably the best parts they do, and then the vanilla porter barrel version they do, the cherry vanilla porter is phenomenal.
That's the vanilla porter, just the regular one. That's one that Amy really fell in love. That's the first beer she ever tried from Oak Highlands.
It's good, man. They're good, and they do a lot of family stuff here, and they do a lot of community stuff here. And I don't feel like, as far as the beer community that I've watched over the last year, talk about them enough. I think we need to talk about Oak
A lot of
Highlands
new and
more.
up and coming stuff, but Oak Highlands has been here for a long time. They've been doing
4 years, man.
They've been here for a while.
That's incredible. I mean, are we like on Dallas Garland or Garland?
Garland.
So we're kind of in Garland. I've been in Garland for like 15 years, and
See?
this is the first time I'm here.
Well, we
I'm
lived
just-
together. I told you it was 10 minutes away from the house.
And I was like, yeah, okay, cool. But I'm like,
You-
this
you
place,
gotta-
that dive bar. I was just so stuck in my dive bar, I'm like, all right, so what if I drink a Budweiser? But I'm here and I'm close to home. But this is just as close, and I can't wait to come back here.
Yeah, and we're sitting in between some Jack Daniel barrels right here, some beers and brewing. So.
Yeah, I would like to try something else, but man,
We're going to get more beer, of course. Of course, we're going to get more beer. But I just feel like I want to do more podcasts here. I want to do more events here with them. I just feel like they just not talking enough about I know they talk about, but it's always secondhand to other people, and not offense to any other to them or anybody else. There's always included secondary, but I want to change that to be in the primaries. Because even I did the same thing when I was hanging out with Community, Josh and Carl from Community. I was like, oh, the staples of Dallas brewery scenes. I was like Community, Petticolas. I forgot I mentioned like 4 other people, but I didn't say Oak Highlands. I didn't mention Oak Highlands. You know, so
yeah, it's a great little spot. I might have my girl's birthday party.
You should.
They do.
They do birthday parties here.
So like that little back room that we were talking about, they let you have some spot. That's a cool thing.
Give all the kids a little apple juice, and we get
the beer.
Some more of that bitter face, man.
There you go. Or slip the kids some bitter face.
Make them go to sleep. We don't improve that.
We do not. That was a joke.
No, in my
Poor
kids, they'd be running wild.
Right.
Like their daddy.
But I think the cool thing that we as like trying to be an up and coming podcast and trying to break into the scene is Oak Highlands has been really cool about supporting a lot of like all the local beer stuff.
Yeah,
cool.
They support us a lot too, man.
Yeah, that was. I mean, they Brad and Darren.
They give us a lot of, not even just giving us stuff, but they always including us in information to be part of events and stuff like that, and giving us a shout out. So
their barbecue they do every year for a good cause, man.
I wish I stayed. I left. I forgot why I left.
You had made a promise, which is good. Victor doesn't back out on his promises to go. You had to go meet up with somebody, some girl.
Oh, that's right.
So, and he left me with his card. I don't know if you guys have ever had the situation where, so the way it works for the barbecue event they do every year, they give you a little card and you check off if you go to every little spot, you check off from their spot. So I had my card and I had Victor's card after he left because we only went to a certain number of spots.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm over here and I'm the kind of guy that like my mom always instilled in us like, eat all the food on your plate kind of thing. And so my mindset was like, I gotta go finish off everything. And so I was just going like trying to get something from everywhere. And dude, I swear I was about to have like a food coma whenever I got back to my car.
And
I couldn't even finish it all. Like, dude, they give you like a big hearty serving of like a rib, some brisket, like they're like desserts, man. It was dope. So yeah, that's an example of one good event that they let us come to and supported us. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
they're
good people.
They also they do a really good Oktoberfest here. They do all like the traditional parties like games for Oktoberfest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I got my little Stein glass. At the house I have, I got that from here.
You got the Stein holding
competition.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta wait for the kids to get a little bit older and be like,
train them.
Later, guys. I'm gone.
Well, you got one that's old enough.
Right.
And, I can't leave them there too long because if not, they'll take over. Yeah, it's chaos. It's utter chaos. I get that phone call and then I'm like, hey, where you at? And I'm like, oh, we're heading home. And then if it happens again in the next 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, you need to go home because the little ones are tearing it up and they're taking over. Of course.
Kids are bad, man. Kids are bad.
It's a coop. It's a coop. We have a coop happening at home. You need to rush home.
There you go.
Set the politics.
A coop.
Yeah.
A coop. You said coop.
A coop.
A coop.
Coup d'etat.
Were you French, Victor?
Well, when he said coop, I was like, oh, I was thinking Courtney. I was like, okay.
I was thinking, when he said coop, I was thinking like a chicken coop. Like you got like craziness going on. But then now I get a coup d'etat. Yeah.
Coup d'etat.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we've been drinking a little before the podcast.
That's all right.
This is drunk in public, sir.
Yeah,
this is drunk in public. So on that
no shame
note,
in this game.
No shame in our game at all. On this note, your birthday just was yesterday. What you do for your birthday, man?
Dude, I was in. So Victor's gonna give me a lot of shit already, but I took off
a whole week of work.
Monday, Tuesday, and my birthday was on Wednesday. So initially, the way it worked out, I took off Wednesday, and I was like, I always take. It's my tradition. I always take whatever day of the week it is to take it off. This is in the middle of the week, so I was like, I'm just gonna take Monday and Tuesday off. So I had
Why
a
not
five
Friday?
weekend.
Why not Thursday, Friday? So you have the back end.
Same thing, man. I would rather be off on Monday and a Tuesday and a Wednesday. Then it just seems like, I got Thursday and Friday to work.
No,
and
you
I'm
take
off,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off.
No, I get what you're saying. But I'm saying I'll take the first half of the week off.
You just gotta let time not dictate and be like, whatever. I'm
taking the whole week next time.
Yeah.
I'm taking the whole week. So I was in chill mode. Got a lot of stuff done around the house, but I was in like pajama pants till like 11 o'clock, just chilling. I was working on my computer. I get that fixed.
Did you go to
I got it fixed. No, I got it fixed on my own.
Did at one point
IT
pour
status
yourself
baby.
a big bowl of cereal?
Oh yeah, like a Forgetting Sarah
man.
Marshall style, like
Yeah.
the big bowl.
I was thinking Friday, that big old bowl that Craig did.
But no, my birthday was good. I didn't do a whole lot. Amy made me breakfast, some French toast and some eggs and some bacon. So I just munched out on that, and it's chill.
Nice.
Very chill.
You made your pregnant wife make you breakfast.
It's a tradition.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
We make each other breakfast.
She's pregnant,
Hey.
bro.
No matter why we fun? They can still do things.
Yeah, man. Women can do stuff, Victor.
can do stuff
Why are you
when
trying
you're
to take away
pregnant,
women's
alright?
rights?
I'm saying you gonna make her work though. You gonna make her.
I didn't make her. It was all voluntary.
Service decided on
Did
their
you say-
own.
It
That
was all voluntary.
I got you, bro. I got you.
There you go. Diego understands.
We ain't single. I know.
You got,
I know.
you got to treat yourself, you know.
I do treat myself. I don't make nobody else make me breakfast.
That's true. That's true. No, I love wifey. She
We
did a
don't
great
make
job.
they make it for us, and we're just thankful for that.
We are, yeah. Oh, it was good too. She made a good job. So
That's awesome.
it was
man.
chill. It was
Pork
chill.
belly and
Man, you done.
chicken eggs. Is fucking
Pork
awesome.
belly. Get the fuck out of here. You guys, that's why I said you're done. When he said pork belly, you're done. You're done. You're not talking about pork belly.
Pork belly's good.
Fuck out of here.
Bacon. It's delicious.
You said vegan?
Bacon.
Bacon. You get migraines, bro. Migraines.
Bacon.
Nah, so that's awesome, man. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't do anything actually on your birthday, man. But
No, you're good, man. You're good.
I ain't
week-
sorry. I'm good.
Yeah, that's it.
this
See?
weekend
I
is
like this.
Keep Drew Shitface, along with Keep Dallas Shitface.
That's right. Yeah, Saturday's coming up, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be
So-
interesting, man.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. But no, 2019's been kind to me so far. So you guys, anything new going on with you guys thus far in the year?
No, nothing new for me. We think about bringing back that Tinder profile date again. That was an epic fail last time.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
As long as I can get invited after whatever happens, that'd be great.
Well, for people who don't know the story,
Chapter 2.
It's been about
Chapter
a
two,
year.
Part
2.
the cocaine,
The cocaine
the
epidemic.
cocaine cowgirl. We'll call it cocaine cowgirl.
So people who don't know, this happened when we first started the podcast. It was just a drunk show. We just hung out with my friends and drank. And one of the things is just doing things that friends do. And I never had a Tinder profile prior to the show. So Drew and Kirsty was on the show at the time, made my Tinder profile, and I went on one date. And
then he's married now. How many kids do we have?
I got 4 kids.
4 kids.
2 I inherited, 2 I had with her.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
No,
She only had 2 before?
Yeah, I know, just 2. She might have had a few abortions. We don't know. No, I don't know. But so we went on a date. It was fun, and then Diego came out, and he was hanging out with us. And then we were at one bar. I was like, okay, let's go to another bar. In the meantime, from one bar to another bar, I thought she was just cool, just quiet but cool. We get to the next bar, personality switched.
What happened?
She got really hyped, really energized, and really in your face. And I've been in the bar industry majority of my life, and I know the effects of cocaine, and so does Diego. We never partaked in cocaine, but we know the effects of it.
It was around.
You've seen it in the streets before.
We've seen the effects of people. So I was like, she on cocaine, and she kept sniffing. She had the cocaine sniffles.
Oh God.
So if people don't know, like I just made that noise, it's just the habit. So when people do cocaine, they do this. Yeah, and they act like it's no problem. They just
I still want to give her the benefit of the doubt. It could have been like hay fever,
Oh no,
allergies,
We've been
Okay.
there long enough, and it just wasn't
acute allergy onset.
acute allergy
yeah,
onset.
it was a different personality.
Change of person.
It changed her personality, and then so
We had
in the
fun.
midst of this, we were getting drunk, and she leaves to the bathroom. She was gone again for a very long time. So I told Diego, I was like, "Hey, listen." So at the time, me and Diego lived together. I was like, "Hey," and when she gets back, wait about 15-20 minutes. I'm gonna shoot you a text, and then when you get the text, say you have an emergency because she knew he had kids because he talked about it. So you gotta go. And I was like, "Oh shit!" I was gonna tag along with you because we live together. And then I'll just tell her we meet up next time. Have fun next time. So we wait 15-20 minutes. Diego gets a text message. He looked at his phone. Was like, "Oh shit! I got an emergency. I gotta go." So I jump up with him. I was like, "Where is it at the house?" He's like, "Yeah." So you want me to go with you? And he was like, "No,
Nah,
you stay.
I'm good."
Enjoy your date."
I don't want to interfere in what's going on here. You're good.
And to be fair, we heard the story. So you were a little soused already. You're feeling good.
Man, I
So-
was feeling good. I mean, this was almost 1:00 in the morning, and it was at Sherlock's.
Sherlock's in
Addison.
Addison.
So
That's a lot of
yeah,
fun.
man, we were
The
sauced.
band was playing.
Band was playing. I was there with a female, and it's like, hey, oh yeah, I got you. I don't really remember what happened most of the night. All I remember is what Victor tells me afterwards. It's like, dude, we were supposed to leave together, but you just totally
Just dicked it. Like, you fuck
So
out of
that's what. But I want to point this out. He was drunk, but he was still trying to be the ultimate wingman for you.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Like-
If you think about like if you break it down.
Yeah, no, that's
he was
nice.
trying to
That
be-
was nice.
He's trying to be the ultimate wingman. He's like, you know what, man?
You know
We're
she
good.
wants. She wants to.
You have a good date, man,
Yeah.
because that's what you deserve. You know. So
Ultimately, he was being a bad, good friend at the same time.
Yeah.
Ultimately,
you set him up to be the best friend, but he was just a really good friend.
Yeah,
She was
The best
totally
wingman.
into you. You guys were having a good time, but when she came back with that,
So,
Yeah.
like, how
Little
was
extra,
she?
man.
Beforehand, she was kind of quiet, right? That's what
She
you
was
said.
cool and quiet, and then we hit it off because we all liked similar music. So she liked the music I liked, and then when Diego came by and he jumped on the conversation, we all had like similar musical taste.
Yeah.
So she fitted with Diego. Like he said, wasn't there in the first half of the day, so we just ate dinner, relaxed, and chilled. And then I was like, well, my friends in town are nearby, so you mind if we all link up? And we all linked up, and everybody was cool. It was all cool vibes. But then from that bar to the second bar, it just became a completely different person.
She was trying to get lit.
She got lit.
Oh, she got lit.
She
That
got
So,
lit.
but was she that crazy whenever she was
No,
under
she
the
was-
influence, or
No, she was just the thing
was she
about
like rage twerking on you?
No,
or?
it was energetic and in your face. So you ever get it just so it's hard to explain since none of us ever take cocaine. So it's hard to explain, but when it becomes energetic experience of euphoria and intensity. And when she became more intense,
She was rage twerking on you.
she wasn't rage twerking because she didn't never touch nobody, but her conversation became different versus just trying to get to know each other.
Yeah.
She was interjecting what she wanted and all her thoughts on everybody
super
else.
personal, super intense, and then she was physically like before. She was like, "Hey, you know," and now she's like, "Hey, what's going on? You know,
Wow.
hey, wow, you're like what, 26?
Everyone's like,
Wow.
what's going on?
And we're like,
And people don't
Where'd this
notice.
come from?
I let people get away with it now, but back in the days, I don't like being touched, and I still to this day don't like being touched.
yeah.
That's why I take every opportunity to pat Victor and give him like slaps in the back and stuff.
Well, he noticed.
I'm a big.
I don't mind
hugger.
giving hugs because I want to give hugs too. Like with my friends, hugs not a problem. But I don't like random people like just bah. Even if I know you, don't touch me. Like, like I don't like the grabby stuff. You keep this is your distance. You keep your distance. Even like when I was dating like my exes and we lived together, I get it. A little touch here and there, but no, I don't want to be touched. Like, don't hold me in public. Like, we're good.
My older son's like that. He's just like, I'm like, hey, buddy, you done good. And he's like,
How dare you, Dad?
all right, Dad. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
got that face like, damn it, you touched me.
Touch me.
I'm like, but thanks. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Calm
Kids.
down, buddy.
You know, kids' hands, but
Kids are
Calm
wild.
down.
But that was the crazy of the day, and so she wouldn't let me go home too. Here's the thing about it. This is why the story gets crazy. So all that just sounds like a good day go bad. So it's 2:00 in the morning. Showbox is closing. Band wrapped up. But okay, cool. I had fun. Thank you. You go home. Be careful. I'm gonna go home. She was like, no, come home with me. And she was insistent for me to go home with her. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go home.
I think what it was,
I can only imagine.
she was feeling you, but she was also surveying you. She was gonna leave you without a kidney the next day.
I probably could have been. I probably saved my own life.
You
So
saved
it's
your
like,
life. I didn't do anything to save your life.
You're like, can I use your restroom? And you're like, it's like a bathtub full of ice, like
Fuck.
some IVs.
Just start
You know what? I've lost a couple of friends that way now that I think about it.
That's what happened with them.
Yeah.
You just thought they didn't like you no more.
I think we're gonna have to label him too good of a wingman over here.
You're going no matter what.
You're
You
doing
gotta
it.
follow
Just-
through to
just-
see if you're
just get it
either
done,
gonna
sir.
get Kidney
Just get it
removed
done.
or you're
Yeah, dude. So speaking of like, you're a father. I'm a father. Victor is probably a father. We're just throw an
Not in
asterisk
state
up there.
lines. If
Yeah.
it's not in state lines, it doesn't
But
count.
There's a story that came up the other day, or I heard it today actually, but I think it happened the other day. But an ex NFL player, like a defensive back, he woke up and it was like a school day or something, and he went out. He was like outside getting the mail or something, right? He looks over in the bushes, like rustling, and it's like 6, 7 in the morning, almost 7 in the morning. Some dude is outside his daughter's window masturbating. So we were talking about, you bring up the stuff about jerking off and stuff. This dude caught some random dude masturbating in front of his daughter's like window. It's fucking early in the morning, so he chased the dude down and like broke his face. And the press conference, if you guys get a chance to look it up, his name is something Beckham. But
Odell Beckham.
No, not Odell Beckham. Some other, he's an ex-NFL player. And he's like, yeah. So saw this guy in the wrestling. He was beaten off in the bush, and so I pursued him, and I proceeded to have a talk with him for about 20 minutes. He made it sound like all like professional, but the dude's like face is like all broken and stuff. And he's like, I subdued him until like the cops came, and so it's talk to him, So
cops ain't gonna give a shit either when they're like, good for you, man.
Yeah, when anything goes to family, everybody gets that.
Seriously, I was like, porn is so readily available. If you really need to whack it off, why you gotta go do that shit?
It's crazy, man.
First of all, no reason to look at kids like that. Period.
This is true.
No reason to look at kids like that.
I didn't ask for an age. I mean, it could be
I heard someone's daughter, and I assume under 15 and younger. That's what I would assume. I could be mistaken.
It's crazy though. Like I just heard the story and I was like, dude, what the hell? But I mean, good props to him. I'm sure he broke that dude's face, but
I would have done the same.
You think like the cops came and they were like, what happened here? And he explains it and like, yeah, so I subdued him until you guys got here, but he really like broke that dude's face. You think that they probably didn't press any charges?
A lot of times, you're not being crazy.
From my experience, there was a child molester coming into the area, and I knew who he was, and he got into our property, and I had 4 kids, and I chased him down, and I held him down until the cops got there, and the cops were like, you know what, if you had beat the crap out of him or had to subdue him, just know we're not holding any charges against you. This guy is a bad guy. You did what you needed to do.
So as far as cops are concerned, they did not approve of him beating anybody down. What it is when you need to take action to protect your family, people understand. Yeah. Now, as long as you're not being crazy and trying to murder somebody else or murder other people, they will understand. But they will still question you and maybe detain you. But they will be sympathetic and understanding. But no one approves of assaulting another person.
Craziness. So I started bringing that up.
More thoughts.
Thoughts on that? Thoughts on this? First of all, that's fucking hideous and disgusting, and I probably would have done the same thing. Chase him down and talk to the guy for 20 minutes.
Look it up.
Chase him down and talk for 20 minutes.
But
chase him down and talk for 20
dude,
minutes.
they showed up the mugshot of the guy the guy, and he looks super creepy. But yeah, it was just funny hearing his little press conference thing, talking to the news outlet about like what happened. It's hilarious. So
I bet it was hilarious.
Craziness. So watch out for your kids.
Well, if you want to make your day
hide your kids, hide your wife.
Yeah, they fucking everybody. If you want to be disappointed in society or just people in general,
go to Florida.
Go to Florida.
Oh, okay. That's not where you're going with that.
Go to Florida, or look up the registered sex offenders.
Yeah,
in your area.
Yeah, and like so many more than you would think. Like
whether you're a mom or dad, like it's unfortunate that has happened, but if my kid's mom had to do something like that and beat the crap out of somebody just to protect her kids, it's unfortunate, but if that had to happen, it happened.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But yeah, standing in front of the bitches, I'm like, what are you doing, bro? What's in your head?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
People weird, man.
It almost makes you wonder. Like, I wonder if that was like the first time it happened.
Probably not.
Like, at his house, like specifically at his house.
Oh, at his house, man. I don't know, man. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
It's tough. That's why I always approve of having those walk-in fog lights at like certain areas of your house.
Oh yeah.
And cameras and shit.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna live next to Kanye. And some like nice little, partitioned off.
But you're
area,
rich.
So money.
You're rich.
Money.
Supporting the show.
I do this. It's my hobby.
I see it. I feel it.
I'm young CEO of a company, and this is my getaway, my escape.
Wall around my own house. That's all right, because either way, everybody's out of what I'm doing.
There you go.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Like, I would never want to, being a parent, I would be is the most nerve-wracking thing of any. I would just the world is so crazy, it's just nerve-wracking. But then being a parent brings another level to it.
Oh man.
You know what's crazy? Like, I don't know how it was for you guys, but like growing up, like I feel like times have changed so much. Like back when we were growing up, we had like way more freedom to walk around and do whatever we wanted. I mean, granted, we're males, and I feel like it kind of affords a little bit more of opportunity to kind of have more independence. But dude, mom let me walk around. My brother just walk around the apartment complex doing what we wanted. Kind of did our own stuff. And so nowadays, I almost feel like times have changed a little bit. People are like,
Well, people are a little more soft now. I don't know, man. You're a parent. It'd be better to get your opinions on this versus me. I just think
I
people
let
are
my
soft.
girls roam around the apartment community. You know, they're 8 and 10, and their brothers really don't want to do anything with them, so they hang out with the other girls in the apartment community.
Yeah.
And, you know, they take their little scooter out and their toys, and they got their set of rules as far as, you know, how far they can go, who they can talk to, you know, which is pretty much absolutely nobody. Yeah. Except, you know, the couple of girls I know they hang out with, I know their parents and things like that. And, you know, it's hard. It's hard to decide.
It's like, scary, man. You know what could happen.
The other thing is I grew up with no girls in my family. We're all boys. So I really couldn't be like, oh, is this what you do with girls? You know, it's like I only got what I got as far as boys. So I take that and implement it for boys and girls. Yeah. So they're all kind of on the same level.
That's kind of good, though.
And,
that's kind of good.
You know, they're all wary of what life can bring, and, you know, the idiot people that are out there, at least, you know, that's what I try to. Yeah. So I allow them a little bit of freedom. But I know that, you know, if I peek out, they're going to be right there. If not,
it's good.
Somebody's getting a little whooping.
Nah, what I think is the difference between now and back then, or even like in multiple generations before, we were able to be more connected and in contact with your kids. Before, like when, like say, we're both 30 now. When we were 10, 9 years old, people kept an eye on us, but there's only so much they can keep an eye on us. Because once you leave the house, there's no way to get in contact with us. Yeah. So you have to build this level of trust. I'm like, okay, you need to go here and here. So if I go in these areas, I know where you at. And as you get older, the distance goes a little bigger. Okay, from the block to this park, now you go from the block to the school, if you live by the school. Then from the school, and then you get a little older. The area may get a little bigger, because now they know they can trust you. But it's always the same thing, because you're still worried. I think
as long as you got your beeper, you know.
But you know what?
The level of worry is always the same.
Growing up as a kid, I gotta agree. It was way more trust, because you didn't have cell phones. You didn't have pagers for everybody. So it's like, you know, you had maybe 3 or 4 quarters in your pocket, and at least in New York it was. So it's like mom knows where you're going, dad's at work, and you know you go maybe, you know, a mile and a half away to play at some school.
A mile is a long way in New York City. That's not. We probably maybe going like a half a mile to a mile. Yeah. Because, you know, I was a handball player, so you go. Well, you were a little older.
The handball players go.
Well, the difference is what I'm saying is, like, when you're 9 and 10, this is how it happens for a lot of us growing up in New York City, or just kids in general. At 9 and 10, your area of playing outside, because at a certain point, your parents your mother or your father, whoever's watching you majority of the time, or grandmother, can't be with you all the time outside because they also got things to do. So at that point, once you were able to be more cognitive, like ability to have a conversation with them, they're okay. Listen, I'm gonna be in this house, so when I'm walking the driveway, I want to see from this block to this block. And that's after a while, and you build that trust with them at 9. Once you get a little closer to 10, listen, I know your friend lives down the street. I know their parents, so I can call them. So you go from their house to over here, and that's it. If you go anywhere else and I can't find you, you're in trouble. Or you're not here by when the light's going down, the sun's going down, you're gonna get in trouble. And then as you go 13, now you're in junior high school. Now you go from junior high school. Now you go from the house, because junior high school's not too far. You go to the park or the junior high school, and then back. You know, I need to know. Yeah. And then when you're in high school, then the level of trust gets a little bigger. Even though without cell phone communication, you're like, okay, listen. Now if you go here, just call me when you get there. And at this point, man. And that's how the level of trust comes. Nowadays, what I think is the difference is you could call your kids. You keep eyeing your kids everywhere you go, so you still be a little bit more paranoid about it.
Nah, like my mom was different with me. Like growing back up in the day, by 10 years old, I could go from Queens, Astoria, Queens, and I could get on a train, go to the Bronx, meet up with my tia, and then be like, "Hey, mom, I'm here. I got tri-state area."
You didn't get the tri-state area because you never go to Connecticut. Get the fuck out of here. You didn't get the tri-state area
on the weekends.
All the
Trying to Connecticut. I was 10 going to New Jersey.
No, but there's a difference though.
The 5 boroughs, man.
You didn't even get the 5 boroughs because you got locations to go to. You couldn't go to Staten Island.
No, that's just true. Because I had only family like in the Bronx.
Exactly. Yeah. So my family was in Brooklyn and Queens. I could go with my bigger cousins because I was the youngest of 10 kids that was in the house. I was one of the younger ones. So the older ones, if they would go to a place in Brooklyn, we could tag along because we have family there. So that's different though. But I'm talking about independently by yourself going somewhere. It gets a little bigger and bigger. As far as us being Latino and family oriented, I should say in general, the trust is different because I know you're going from point A to point B, or I know who to get in contact if something goes happen because I know you're supposed to be with this person.
Yeah, that's someone I've trusted. Like we had family along the way. I didn't stray far. Like so, if I was in the story and I went to the Bronx that day, my mom knew it was pre-planned. I was heading that way. You know, I had a chain full of tokens and quarters. So
Nah, jump the turnstile and always press 0000002, and then you hit the dots out, don't click. All right, free phone, free phone call.
If I needed some money for it, I'd be like, please, sir, may I have a quarter?
No, I learned how to when the Metro card. So this is going a little bit weird tangent, different from your question. But back in the days, the Metro card had this little trick on it. If you bent it the right way, you get a free ride on a blank Metro card. Yeah.
I'm just slightly older, so I don't really know about.
Well, you're
this.
35, right?
36.
36.
Let's just say 40.
Let's say 36.
Keep your age when you got your age.
Yeah, no, so when I was 13, you're already 19 years old, and you're probably already here in Texas.
Yeah, I was. No, 21.
So when did the Metro strip
I used
come
the
out?
Metro card,
you used the Metro strip?
for me, it was just fandangled new technology. I missed my tokens.
So when I was 11 years old, the Metro card strip was starting to become popular, and the tokens were being moved out. I think that was what, 2001?
1999, 2000, 2001, around that
time the Metro card became a thing.
Yeah, well, I remember because this old lady on my block that nobody used to like, bought penny shares for the Metro card and became a freaking millionaire.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And she moved the fuck out and was like,
Wow.
How you like me now? You know,
smart lady. If I could go back when I was 11 years old, I'd have bought penny shares too.
Yo, penny shares and Metro card.
Yeah.
They're about
to get rid of them by now.
Yeah, because now you can use your pass, your phone stuff.
But yeah, I didn't know that. You know, little cricks here.
So back in the days, it was the second eye towards the end of the card that you could take, and if you bend it the right crease, you get a free token. It had to be an empty Metro card though.
Nice.
Couldn't be like a token already on it. So it had to be an empty Metro card. Bend it.
So you just always ride it for free?
Always ride free. So I just look. I always look because in New York City, people shitty.
You know
people,
what? Now I know why
just,
people were always like, you know, shoot. Which ones?
Well, there's two bummy people. Now the bummy people, you see all these empty Metro cards on the floor, and then you're like, oh, one of these might have a token, or
it's empty. I'm gonna use it for.
Or I'll swipe it once, it's empty, then bend it, then swipe it.
Yeah,
that's
and
how
you keep a pocket full of them and bend them every time.
Yeah.
On. Fuck that.
Did you have to get a new Metro card for each time after you bent it, or the same one?
No, you try to use it until it stops working.
Okay.
So once you get the right bent and the right crease in it, then you keep that as your card, and then you keep swiping until it stops working. Then you get the next one.
Interesting.
That's crazy. I wish I would have known that. It would have saved me a lot of trouble.
It would have saved me a lot of money, man. I mean, growing up in the Bronx, I rumble in all the time in the Bronx. So
rumble in the Bronx.
It would have saved me a lot of money.
Love Jackie Chan.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's not go there.
Wait, what you want?
I said Jackie Chan, and I thought you were gonna say something, but you said round two.
Yeah, round two. Jackie Chan's one of my favorite fighters of all time.
Barrel age, freaky deaky, please.
Barrel age, freaky deaky. What about you, sir? Surprise. Oh, you gotta show off that little Native American. Okay.
Oh yeah, because I am Native American. I'm South Native American.
Tell me what you think about that.
It smells delicious. I smell kind of like I smell like barrel versus red wine smell. Bro, that's good.
Yeah, really good, right?
Good.
Come, my lady.
It's kind of hard to follow up that with this now. Like this is kind of lacking now.
No, they're both good.
They're both good, but
that's fruity. What is this?
Just drink it first.
Really soft to be an IPA. What is?
It's not an IPA.
No,
it's a saison.
Saison.
Mm-hmm.
It's a wine barrel aged saison.
It's sweet.
Yeah,
it's nice. It's not
barrel aged in
sweet.
red wine barrels. So it's really good. It's kind of hard to follow up that because that's so sweet and it's hard to follow. But this is like
but
dark.
It's not because I'm not too big on sweets. Like saisons are.
Oh, you might not like that. I'll let you try that vanilla barrel aged. It's bourbon barrel aged vanilla porter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. This was on the top teens, right? I saw that.
This was 20.
20. Oh, that's way better than the saison. It's just because you got that coffee, that dark malt.
The malt flavor come back in the back end.
Malt, boy.
Yeah, that's really good. Out of all three, I think they're all solid beer. I think the turn in and turn out one I got is probably I think my least favorite of these three we just tried. which is all 3 solid beers.
They're solid beers. That Saison was really good. I'm not like really big on sweet, but it was just mild enough where it just kind of came down and
Yeah. I feel like it does smell like some red wine. Like you just smell it.
You think I smell like barrel. That didn't.
It might have been because you tried that beforehand.
Could have been because I was still stuck in my nose.
It's real good. It's smooth.
It's too much on the caramel side, so it's probably gonna be my least favorite. But that was probably number 1, 2.
Fair enough. I was thinking 1, 2, 3 for me. It's good. All good beer though. So you gotta come in and give them a try.
It's kind of hard. Just to have to order them. Yeah, I would put them in that order. That's really good.
So part of this podcast is why we want to do it is we're kind of speculating what's going to happen this weekend because hashtag keep Dow shit faced is like right around the corner. And hashtag keep Drew shit faced.
Yeah.
For your birthday weekend.
Yeah. You know, I've yet to get. It's been a long time. I don't know. I mean, I have yet to get shit faced.
Joe, talk about shit faced. We haven't talked.
Long time.
So we're in our later 20s.
We're all about 23 now.
Recommend you do not because it would probably scare you away.
Oh, I know, right? Well, no, when I was younger.
So long ago, bro.
So long. I was so young. I was so young back then. No, that's probably the reason why I don't ever get that drunk is because it's not. No, it's not. I mean, it's fun in the moment. Like,
not even in
up
the
to
moment.
a certain point, it's fun. And then you're like,
so you're reminded about it when you're sober in the morning. But yeah.
There's a point where I had to work early that next morning. It was a Halloween party. Went to the Halloween party. We were drinking. People start passing out. This is near the end of the party. People start passing out Jello shots, right? So you get your Jello shot. Turned out to be Everclear Jello shots.
Those are my favorite. You can't go any other way without them.
Oh my God, no.
You can't use vodka. Use Everclear. That's the only way I make Jello shots.
Oh God, you trying to start the party up?
You trying to fuck the party up?
Yeah.
I've done that a couple of times. But that's another day.
Yeah.
So what happened?
So we're 'cause Jello shots are tasty, man. Yeah, I like them because they taste good and they got alcohol, and so we were downing them. And I was drunk after a certain point because we've been drinking a lot. And then the Everclear on top of all that, oh man! And so woke up with like the nastiest headache and just felt like you feel like you're like sick. You just feel like you're like sore and shaky and like I had to pay somebody. He didn't want to take my shift in the morning, so I had to go open the store up. I was like, come on, man, let me trade with you. He's like, all right, $20, I'll trade with you. And I had to still take his shift the next. Like the later on shift, so we switched, and I gave him $20. But oh man, I have never felt that bad.
Hey, at least you went in. And here's the deal: drinking is fun. We ain't gonna lie. That's why we drinking right now. That's why the show's called Drunk in Public. That's why everybody drinks. Drinking is fun. Salud. But it is a salud. Actually, you can't just say a salud without cheers, brother.
That's true. That's bad luck.
But what I would say, delicious. What I would say is this: there's levels of drinking that's fun. The first few beers or first few drinks you have, that level of tipsiness, phase that gets into like haze that gets into you, it's fun and you allow yourself to relax more and be more yourself. Now some people are assholes, so that's not a good thing. But most people are fun. Most people that I hang out drink with are fun when they start drinking. They're fun without it, but they get a little bit more fun when they start drinking.
Of course, yeah.
So, but there's a point where that turns on you, where there's no filter left.
That's the oh god, what have I done?
Yeah. That's before the oh god, what have I done? The no filter comes when you just start being brash and being a slurry, dumb person. It's like, bro, why are you still with that bitch? And she's like right around the corner.
She's like right to his side. Look like she can't hear me right now.
Just like any good thing, too much of anything can be a bad thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. But what I would say is that I don't think we've hung out since I've told you a story about Jacob.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, me and Jacob linked up.
You got wasted?
He got sway. Well, I didn't know he was sway shit. I was buying people shots. You know how I started drinking? I get shot happy?
Oh, yeah.
I started buying everybody shots.
Everybody gets shots.
Yeah, I was like, shots. And everybody kept saying no. So I just buy them and I'm like, here, take them.
He was taking them?
Yeah, he took shots with me.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But I didn't know he was drunk. And, we all were drunk, but we all went back to the house. And then he was playing, like, we all were just relaxing. We stayed in his house for like an hour so we all could sober up, so we all could drive home. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was home, he wasn't going nowhere, but the rest of us could go home.
Yeah.
So we sat there, drank water. He was playing the guitar. I thought he was fine. I was telling a story with Jerry was, what I thought at the moment was, oh, he's just out of practice. Because he kept missing a few keys here and there, but he was like going with it. But I was like, oh, he's just a little out of practice. He hasn't grabbed the guitar in probably a good minute. Come out the next day, Jacob tells me, texts me, he's like, bro, I threw up right after you left, bro. I threw up mad hard.
I made it. I didn't want to show you the fear in my eyes, but I made it.
And then Adriana texted me. She was like, Jacob has a 5-drink limit now.
Oh, the girl got you.
I was like, why? He was like, no.
You got him too drunk.
Yeah, I was like, that's.
She had to babysit him for the rest of the night.
Probably, but I haven't talked to him. Like, I haven't met up with them since then. But I was like, you can't have a 5-drink limit. You can't have a 5-drink limit.
Yeah, it happens.
That's not a bad limit though. 5
Don't
drink.
worry.
5 limits is weak, bro.
Wait, is one shot counting as a drink?
I don't know.
From my experience, those things kind of just level off after. I had a couple of good buds that I've gotten in trouble and I brought them back home, and I made sure they're safe. We get a taxi or whatever. We don't drive drunk, and but once they get home, they're just like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm sorry, bud, you're on your own. I got
Yeah.
This is your home front.
And then they get that 4 or 5 drink limit. Oh, you can't drink no more. It goes away.
It goes away. Well, I'm not in a relationship, obviously.
Especially if they like to drink too.
Well, 5-drink limit is nothing. Even if you include
No, I mean who?
like,
I'm just trying to think like.
If you're gonna chug a 6-pack in an hour, then yeah, you're feeling buzzed and shit.
Well, it depends. 6-pack of what?
No, it's 6-pack of anything. If 6-pack's a Bud Light, all right, go home.
Well, yeah.
You chug it within an hour.
No. But I'm saying like, yeah, I agree. Like, if you drink it all, like, whatever you're drinking, like, if you drink that much really quickly, you're gonna feel it. But
I have a female friend that I won't name. She's about 70 pounds. Full grown lady.
She can drink.
She can't. No.
Lightweight. Oh, okay.
No.
I thought it was gonna be the
one shot or one beer. It's just I call her one shot. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And she's good. And I'm like, damn, this
sounds like my wife.
Man, I would save
wife
so much
is only
money.
like 70 pounds.
If I was like that, just
lightweight.
go out there and have one shot and have fun the rest of my night.
Yeah, she is super lightweight.
Yeah.
She texted me for my birthday talking about, let's drink a bottle of whiskey. I'm like, I drink a bottle of whiskey for my birthday? Okay.
I'll help you open it.
Yeah, there's no way. Like, after we had her at the house one night drinking, and she wanted to drink. For some reason, I don't know what she was going through that night. She wanted to drink. So she brought some of this shittiest liquor.
It was like third brand name. It was like third world.
Was it a plastic?
It was glassware, but it was bad.
It was, you couldn't pronounce. I was like, I couldn't recognize it. I don't see
This
it.
is the finest Croatian rye whiskey we've got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She's like kind of Croatian, Russian,
Eastern European.
Yeah.
Eastern European.
Yeah.
And we're just looking at this shit. It's like, you don't see this shit in the fucking liquor store.
You can't buy this shit
And
here.
we go to liquor stores.
Maybe it was like a family homebrew.
It probably was.
This shit came in a suitcase.
Home distilled.
They did. Someone brought it in from the old country. Someone brought this in from the old country.
This is the finest old country stuff.
I did that.
They have some
when I used to go
Polish
to
stuff.
Ecuador, I used to bring just local liquor,
Well,
man.
when my family comes back to DR or Puerto Rico, we get the local stuff there and bring it back.
That sounds delicious though.
It's like
Yeah, it was way
$2
better.
a bottle.
Yeah,
Way better.
Yeah, let me get
but
12.
whatever she brought was bad. But she only drank one shot. And she was on the couch sleeping after that.
Oh damn!
Left it to us to drink, and we couldn't even finish it. We didn't even have fun.
It was
It was
horrible.
bad. We couldn't even drink it.
I like that you guys continued to drink it after she left. You're like,
No, she slept on the
She
couch.
slept on the couch.
She slept on our couch.
yeah,
She's
but I'm saying
there,
like
she's
y'all
like, eh.
y'all continued to go out the bottle. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
the bottle.
What else are we gonna do?
And we're not savages.
No, we're planning to drink. She said to drink, so we were
We're
planning.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
We're gonna let her sleep, and we're just gonna go about our business.
Yeah, she said we're gonna drink, and we're gonna drink hard. So we.
It's like you place this endeavor on us, and we'll meet the task.
Yeah.
You know.
We had another friend. I don't think I've said this story on the show. He was going through a rough patch too, and he wanted to drink. So he was like, "We're gonna drink. I want to drink like you guys drink." So we all bought.
What is he? Says he's like 18. I want to drink like you guys drink.
No, he's old. He's older than me.
Yeah.
Jason's
older than me, right?
Yeah, I'm slightly older than him.
Yeah. So he's old. He's like, I'm the youngest. So, but me and Diego drink hard. So when we talk about Bird Dog a lot on this podcast, it's one of my favorite cheap whiskeys. me and Diego both finish a bottle of whiskey and go to work the next day. We both have done it before. It's not our finest moment, but we
do
manage.
what we need to do.
Like, I will survive.
Yeah. I've done a few nights when I come back to work with you. When I was working with you, I was like, don't talk to me.
I hear some of these stories of Victor, and he'll be like up till so we work early shift, and he's up till like 3 hours before that. I'm like, dude, how are you even walking right now?
Just a lot of caffeine, brother.
Ridiculous.
Caffeine water.
Your liver's just like cursing you.
Yeah, I don't know if I could keep doing that for much longer, but I've done it. But anyway, this friend of ours, he wanted to drink like us, Jason, which I said his name earlier. Really nice guy, and he could drink. He can drink. It's not like he's a lightweight. Mm-hmm. But me and Diego is a different level of drinking.
It's
an art.
Shameful.
It's
shameful.
art. Yeah.
Shameful and artistic.
So everybody had a bottle of whiskey to themselves, and everybody finished their own bottle of whiskey. And then me and Diego both had work the next day. And we both went to work early in the morning. And then my friend Jason started throwing up right after he finished his bottle of whiskey.
And
did he ever want to drink like you guys ever again?
No, never again.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he would try just because I know Jason man. Jason man be like,
he never brought up again, but he drank the next day. But yeah,
he'll do it.
He drank the next day with us again, but he did not try to keep up with shot for shot.
No.
Shots get me, man. I can't do the liquor. It just gets
Poor
me.
guy. Yeah, we were up. Man, I went to go play handball then. I didn't even have to go to work.
Oh, you had to play handball? You went to play handball?
I went to go play handball.
I had work the next day.
I
had work the next day. So I got up at 5 in the morning, get ready for work. Diego got up shortly after that. But Jason was in I had the guest bathroom. So you know how the two bedrooms, so one's the private bathroom, then one's the guest. I had the guest bathroom. And he was in my bathroom all night throwing up. And I just slept right there. Let him just do his thing. I woke up the next day. It's like, you're okay, man? I got him a blanket and a pillow.
I woke up around 8 or 9. I'm like, hey, Jason, I'm going to go play handball. He goes, hey, Papa D. That's my nickname with most of them guys. Hey, Papa D. I'm just going to sleep here for a minute. I'm like, bro, you're always welcome. Just know that the kids are going to be up soon and they might be jumping around. He goes, I know. He goes right back to bed.
He goes like, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go play some handball.
I
got back to work. He was still out by the time I got back from work.
Damn.
It's not like I was fucking.
No, seriously.
It was not like I was golden. Like it's not like I went to work unscathed. I was hurting, but I gotta go to work.
you manned up.
Yeah, I gotta go to work.
He is lucky he had nothing to do with it because he was not. I was like, damn, that dude's still up throwing.
He's bigger than us.
Yeah, he is.
He's bigger than us.
We all know
I love
that
that man.
doesn't mean
He's a
nothing.
good man.
He's a fucking sweetheart.
He's out in
Oregon,
doing the farming life. Jason, if you're watching, I love you, brother.
Love you, brother. And
wish you the best.
What's his wife's name?
Rebecca. I'm not Rebecca.
And y'all don't seem sure about that, so I'm Rebecca.
I know
I'll air quote it. There's a Rebecca out there somewhere.
You know what, Jason? You can call me later and blame it on me. It's all right, whatever.
No, it's her. Her name's Rebecca. It's Rebecca.
It is Rebecca.
It's Rebecca.
She said wife.
That's his wife, bro. That's his wife. Listen,
I have then 10.
Listen. You only have one wife, and you live with your one wife.
Everybody knows, man. Everybody knows.
Yeah, you got your one wife. That's his one wife. He loves her to death, and she loves him to death, and regardless of them being married or not.
I'm hoping to go out there one day to see them guys.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to New York first because Massachusetts is legal.
Yeah, beer legal.
Beer's always been legal.
Beer legal, whatever.
What are you talking about, brother?
Hey, you know exactly what this chief is chiefing on.
That astral.
I mean, he looks like he's dead.
No, he's chiefing.
That's like his last gasp of life.
He's chiefing. Oh my gosh, this music here is lovely. I can see why we haven't been here, you and me together, because we'd have an argument.
No, I like this. I like this bar. The music is suspect, but I love this place. I love.
No, it's great.
Oak Highlands.
Is this considered oldies now?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Right? Shut up.
No, for real. Like, I mean, I love this music, but I'm saying, like, is it considered oldies?
I wonder if the mics could pick it up. This question, so if people can hear the music.
Rob Thomas.
Earlier, yeah, earlier.
And this is.
So this is the thing. This is the thing. I try to get you to come over here.
What's that?
3 Blind Mice.
Thank you.
I tried to get you out here last year.
You said 3 Blind Mice. And I'm like, thank you. Like, no, that's not it. That's
3
not
doors
it.
down.
3 doors down. No. Where's my sound hound? Be like, just ask somebody at the bar. I was like, it's not Rob Thomas, but
not Rob Thomas, but
something similar.
You pull it up, man. We waited for you.
No, I don't have the app, unfortunately. Like, I wish my older son were here. He'd be like, "Oh, I know who this is." Oh,
He doesn't know.
He knows because he's in the choir.
I do this all the time to him all the time. He's like, you know old rock music? Bam, who's this? He's like, I know who it is. Give me the name without looking it up. You don't know. You don't know
nothing.
Young man, I feel bad. I always harass your son.
Good man.
The good man.
I'm gonna have to find out.
So so the thing about Diego's kids is the oldest son, and the oldest daughter. I always give the most shit.
You got to.
Yep.
You got to toughen them up. If you want to take on that leadership role.
The youngest two, they stay out of my way. But it's just there's a concept. I don't know why, but the youngest two, I don't like. I would mess with them too, but they just stay away from me when I was living with them. Mm-hmm. The older two would hang out with me, so I would fuck with them.
Mm-hmm. Have you guys seen the previews for the new
Spider-Man?
Well, the Spider-Man one was cool. I just saw the new one. They got a Mysterio in it.
Yeah.
But I was talking about the Endgame, the Avengers
one. Yeah. That's there's a lot of tough movies coming out this year.
Semi-Sonic. I'm sorry, I'm so off.
Yeah.
3
doors down. Three blind mice.
3 blind mice.
Yo, I love that.
3 blind mice is the best.
Thomas.
I think 3 blind mice is probably one of my
Closing Time
top.
by Semi-Sonic. Great song, anyway. I know you're not
Great band. Even though they play grunge, there's no such thing as a grunge genre anymore. They fucking suck dick.
All the fucking songs sound the same.
I don't know how everybody else feels, but I think like everyone's like really big on Nirvana, and I like Nirvana to a certain extent, but I think Nirvana is kind of overrated.
They suck dick.
I think like they're trendsetters for a certain type for a certain amount of time.
I'm glad Nirvana ended. I don't care how you want to take it, but Nirvana ended, and I got the Foo Fighters. Whether they split up or Kurt Cobain got assassinated or he shot his head off, whatever it was.
I think I got the truth about Kurt
We got
Cobain.
the Foo Fighters.
The Foo Fighters is way better. Foo Fighters is way better than what's the band's name again? Nirvana. Here's the truth about Kurt Cobain. He got caught sucking dick, and then he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna end my life."
Oh wow!
Damn, that is
put it out there.
hard.
Just put it out there.
Yeah,
just put it out there.
You ain't no fan. We got that. All right, it's on tape now.
I think his wife caught him sucking dick, and she's like, "I'm gonna put this tape out there."
They weren't married, were they?
I don't know. I don't remember. I was really young.
Wasn't it Courtney Love? Courtney Love. Yeah. Courtney Love.
I could take a train to the Bronx, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
First of
with
all,
rich people.
rock music was not played heavily in New York City.
Howard Stern, man, has been there since like the 80s, right?
Yeah, but not heavily. One station.
Well,
he's got that Latin Rush music that he
Rush.
What it was called.
The Latin Rush music.
Z100.
That's what I think about it.
Pop on alternative. Z100.
Well, now it's a lot more alternative rock music in New York stations.
No. Now it's more pop. But before, Z100 was more like pop and rock alternative. Then you had Howard Stern. You know.
Well, he played a classic rock though. I was gonna play more classic rock.
It was more like big hair.
Yeah.
Rock and.
There was only like
so
four.
There wasn't really anything.
So think about radio back in the days in New York City. There was mostly talk radio. Then you had like these bougie white radios. No offense.
To the bougie radios.
And then you had like 2 hip hop stations, 1 R&B station, 1 Latino station, and like 2 other newer age rock stations.
What are you talking about? There was tons of radio stations.
No.
I'm sorry.
There was tons of radio stations.
Religious stations.
No. You didn't hear what I just said.
Okay.
There's a tons of white stations. I said. Then you had the bougie talk stations.
That's right.
And then you had maybe 2, 1 country station. Then you had maybe 2 rock stations. Then you had 2 hip hop stations. And then you had the 1 R&B station. There's always 1 R&B station.
No, this is true. I was just listening to a little bit more. I like at 5 years old, I was the only one in my fucking family listening to like NPR radio. Like listening to that public broadcasting. I'm like, they know what's going on, man. They know what's going on. This is all a far.
Hashtag woke.
Hashtag woke since 95.
Yo. Since I went online, I'm like, this shit is fucking fake. They're fooling us, bro. We're spending our money on LCD TVs and everything.
And they're over here at 95 with like 5G internet and stuff on their phones.
The fastest internet in the world in New York City. Bro, we were ahead of the curve, brother.
I'm just saying.
So
5G coming to Dallas.
So have you guys tried any good beers lately? What's some new beers you guys have tried?
No, Nothing. There was the one beer at I was. If you check the last podcast, me and Jerry was talking about it. It was this one barrel aged like special edition. They had a Craft and Growlers that blew our minds how good it was. It was a raspberry berry barrel aged stout. So it's a barrel aged bourbon aged stout with raspberries and other berries in it. And it's a weird combination of like a chocolate, really heavy chocolate notes with berry bursting through it. And it was really, really good. Super expensive. That was a pain. Yeah. Super expensive, but it was really good.
I got a quarter keg at the house of it, so if you want to come through.
Get the fuck out.
I don't
even know what it's called, but I got some of that.
I've been like so busy with work, things in life, and I just gotta say I gotta get up to the Dallas Beer Talk, because if it wasn't for you guys and a couple other groups out there just like, hey, I love this, or this is great, they take the time to go out there and taste and give an honest opinion of what's out there, and I go out there and I don't want to spend all my hard-earned cash because I got 4 kids. So I try and pick here and there, man, and there's beautiful beer out there to be had. I give it up to you guys, man, because you guys haven't steered me wrong, man. Yeah, I go over to Victor's house and I'm just like, hey, man, what you got?
Open the mini fridge and it's like,
whoa! What I would say is if you guys are like, if you want listening to this and you're thinking about, I don't have a lot of money, I want to try something good.
Yeah.
As far as that, I would say I'm really happy with the way the translation of Manhattan Project Stout came through in cans. That's really good. Their Hefeweizen that came through in Manhattan Project also came through really well. Their IPA comes out really well, and their Pilsner is probably my necessary evil from them. Probably my favorite beer they make, second to their stout.
That's why I love beer so much and the beer culture, because I was a big wine drinker and things like that, but I felt like I was kind of an outcast. I couldn't afford the big shit, and because of that, there's stigma and white whatever money or whatever culture, right? And with beer, it's more like, hey man, we're all enjoying it, we're all having a good time, and we're just kind of messing with it. And try that I freaking love it. It's more open to just kind of a wide variety of people instead of being exclusive. It's like I don't find the fun in exclusivity. It's like, man, we're all here to live, and let's enjoy this beautiful stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's very true. And I think also like with the whole beer community is, there's a lot of creativity that I feel like you don't really. There's only so much you can do with like the wine aspect. Different soils and climates is like really plays a factor in it apparently. But like with the beer, everyone's like pushing the boundary, trying to, with the explosion of like breweries is.
But still involving everybody. It's like what, we're not gonna be like we're in a different zip code, so. No, everybody. We're gonna make it super expensive. Beer is great range, great prices, great people working behind it, just trying to get their product enjoyed by everybody.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think one of the recurring themes for sure with us in the show is, man, everybody in the beer industry that we've encountered has been cool. Everyone's been dope.
1,000%.
Everybody wants to just drink and have fun and try good beers.
This is what gave us direction for the show. Honestly, the beer community who accepted us. So I've talked about a few times on the podcast, but what I would say is this. The reason why we are who we are now, as far as like the structure of the podcast, is we went from a drinking show, just having fun, drinking shit, talking shit, to actually want to be involved in the beer community. It's just the people. From the people who enjoy drinking, to people who homebrew.
It was getting Victor to change his stance on thinking everybody's all uppity.
Well, that's what I thought. I thought everybody, because like Diego said, I worked at a country club. The wine industry is super bougie.
Super
bougie.
Yeah.
And it's not that because people don't make good wine. You can find good wine on the cheap end.
Oh yeah. But I've had bagged wines.
Slap the bag, babe.
But that's also good though. But the thing about it, it's really a bougie community. No offense, whoever drinks wine. It's
I like wine.
I drink wine too. I got wine at the house. It's just a different community. As far as what we experience here, what I always say is I think Dallas is the best beer community. And structure to us as a podcast is I want to showcase that. Like Oak Highlands, like I said earlier when we started the podcast, I don't feel people give them enough love. I don't feel as us as beer people in the community give them enough love. and come here. This place, play some of your favorite music. You haven't seen this whole facility yet.
No,
so
I haven't.
So when we go check the rest of this facility, you gotta check out. This is very family oriented and it's very loving, and they do a lot of great events here. But they're not the only ones though. We got Intrinsic up the street that makes really decent. I say decent barbecue because they do barbecue wet, but they make good food.
Sauce, baby.
They do.
Bring on the sauce.
They do good food.
I like their sausage.
That's what every girl said. No, but they also have music themes there. They always have bands there. Because why? Because they have a stage they built to be part of the community. I think there's always beer cliques and beer places in every city. Because we talked about counties earlier. Before the podcast, we talked about counties. But you got Denton County Brewery up in Denton County. It's a phenomenal place to drink, man. If you ever get a chance to go check out there, it's a small city, college town vibe bar that has comfortable, weird library
assorted
seats.
furniture.
Yeah, assorted furniture that make solid beer, man.
Yeah, like
they're good people, man.
You know, I just kind of been uppity and just kind of stick with what I know because I love my dive bar. But coming here, it's like, wow, there are other places like this, around the area.
Another thing that's really good about Oak Highlands is they've got a really strong. They're very supportive of Texas craft beer laws and wanting to get it changed for the good.
Yeah.
So
that's why they weren't able to really sell it to you in bulk.
Yeah.
I was reading up on that. I was like, wow, that kind of sucks because their beer. I would love to bring some of their beer home.
Oh yeah.
That's why if you look behind my right shoulder, you see that fridge with a chain on it.
Yeah.
That's a demonstration of what they say the craft beer laws here in Texas, because you can't buy beer to go at breweries.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
You have to buy it at a store down the street. So if they say there was a store across the street that wasn't owned by them, they could sell you their beer.
That's stupid because not only does it create pollution, waste money. I mean, like, yeah, you might be keeping more people busy, but whatever. It's like, why? Like,
I'm here.
For other substances, I like to cut the middleman.
But it's just like saying, like, look, it's like you're here. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it any fresher from the source than at the brewery.
Why am I gonna wait for it to be bottled, capped, sent over, shipped over, and then wait weeks before I can taste something?
You're not sure how it's gonna be handled.
Exactly,
and stuff,
or it's been tossed around. You know, I might have a cracked glass because I've experienced all that. This is beautiful. Like. I came in here, I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. I'm so sorry I haven't been paying attention.
I've been telling you come here for a year.
I know you've been talking to me, like, bro.
I think we're going to get him a job here.
Yeah, we should. Totally. I mean,
Brad,
I'd be the armadillo guy. I'd be like, hey, what's up? I'd wear a costume.
We got Diego with the sign spinning.
Right there in that corner. I got this. Come here, guys. No, but there's thing about other breweries that's doing it really well. I mean, of course, Penny Cola's community. You got they're doing it. They're doing their thing. What's that brewery we had from Corpus? Shout out to them. They had some really good.
The Mermaid.
The Merman. We just
Merdude and
Merdude and Corpus Christi.
Afira or something like that.
That was freaking awesome, man.
Shout out to them. They did some really good stuff. The IPA they had was solid.
And I'm not a big IPA guy, and Victor knows this for a fact. I've stuck it in his face. I'm like.
So when he looks it up, what he was saying. So me and Diego, before we moved in together, we went to a bar, and we were looking at apartments, and he was like, "Okay, well, let's go to this bar real quick and drink." So I get the first round. I was like, all right, cool, I get the first round. And in my head, I know Diego loves IPAs. So I come back, I was like, bro, I got you your favorite beer, IPA, bro. And he was like, I hate IPAs. You're like, what? That's why I'm your best friend, bro. I got you. I got you. IPAs all day. I got myself a stout.
I got what Daddy likes.
Yeah, that was awesome. I'm like, oh, you got me an IPA. I could see it. I wasn't a big IPA fan, but I'm slowly getting into some, because there's just such a variety of beer out there.
Yeah, you're
so I'm exposing myself, and
there you go. Whoa, that's why you can't go back in front of the school for a while, right?
Well, as long as I'm only just dropping off my kids.
Wait, you dropping off the kids how?
At the school. Oh, that's why I have so many.
Oh gosh.
Did you get the name yet?
Yeah. No, yeah. If Ifra and Merdude has got a Russian Imperial coffee stout. It's cold brewed.
It's called coffee. No, what's the brewery?
Corpus Christi. Coffee shop. I'm sorry.
Zipped up.
Yeah. No. Majestically brewed in Corpus Christi. Let's go ahead and But it's a great.
I just want to support the brewery.
I got
Just
this.
look at our post.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm not.
Look at our IG.
Savvy.
Look at our IG.
Yeah.
I tagged the brewery in our IG.
It is Coffee Waves for a lover of coffee. It's a coffee shop.
No, it's not a coffee shop.
It says,
No, look at our IG.
This is
No,
our
look at who we tagged.
oh, I'm sorry. Lorelei Brewing. That's what it is.
But fucking guys, this is the intro. Trying to figure out one brewery we're trying to shout out.
It's how
Coffee
do you work
Waves.
this thing? With the buttons, it's just not working for me. So shout out to Lorelei.
Lorelei's a corporate.
Yeah, that
Look at that
Murdew that I got to
Murdew
try was dope. Dopest dope I had
Lorelei
from Corpus
Brewing
Christi.
Company. Yeah.
There it is.
And
Yeah.
big up to my cousin who got it for me. he went to Corpus and got it for me. So big up to
Saludos a la familia.
And yeah, I texted him earlier. I haven't talked to him in a while. He just moved to North Carolina.
There's a lot of good beer out there in North Carolina.
Is it? His wife would probably love it. It's her birthday, so shout out to his wife's birthday.
Hell
There you
yeah.
go. Shout out to his wife's birthday. Wife's
Feliz cumpleaños,
birthday.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the Murdew.
The Murdew
Russian
was good.
Imperial.
Cold brew. That was really good.
milk
That was my
stout?
That
second.
cold brew.
So
yeah.
that cold brew. Remember we had that cold brew from the East Coast that we had on the podcast with Jacob.
Yeah.
I think that's just as good as that. I think that one we
This
had
one's
was
better, man. I
think
this
it's
one's
better?
Yeah, I think so. We're big fans of coffee, but that Murdew is like a milk coffee stout, and that one actually, I feel like that one was the coffee notes were really
It came
really strong.
through.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's where we got into conversation because I was like, "What's the difference between cold brew and I'm like, hot brew coffee,
Yeah.
Because I'm just a coffee fiend. I take in my coffee however you give it to me. But like, oh, you put milk in it? I don't care. Give it to me. Coffee.
Well, you started getting the cold brew coffee, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
make cold brew now. I was
Yeah.
showing the container I use to make cold brew at the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, and-
it's
and-
more concentrated.
And
So
I
you kinda
and I
let it
had
sit.
that merman,
The Murdew.
Dude.
the Merdude from L'Oreal.
L'Oreal's the makeup.
L'Oreal's a makeup.
Lorelei.
Lorelei.
There you go.
Yeah, and it was just tasty. It wasn't like strong, like
wasn't
power in
bitter.
your mouth. Yeah, that bitterness. And I was asking Victor, I was like, "What's the difference between cold brew?" And like, he's a fucking coffee scientist.
I don't know about that.
I just drink my coffee. Give it to me,
So
however.
the reason why I got into being more into what type of coffee is like I don't like bitter coffee. I don't like bitter stuff. That's why I have a real problem with like bitter hoppy IPAs. I don't like bitterness. But what I figured out, what I got into the Chemex coffee. We got into the Chemex gods.
Dude, bro, real quick, you remember we used to go downstairs and get like the big cups of coffee?
I can't do it no more.
Disgusting.
Yeah, it's
we're above that now.
Yeah. So
We're coffee
the
brewers.
2 labs I worked on the last year.
Coffee
I worked with
scientists.
Drew, and we made Chemex, and I left that over at the lab, and then I got a whole new set and brought it to the new lab, and that's all everybody drinks. Everybody wants the Chemex coffee now.
Victor's
And also
the savior.
I also make cold brew now. But cold brew is a little more expensive to make because for the whole lab, because everybody drinks a lot of coffee. So when you make concentrated coffee, it doesn't yield as much as you would think.
Yeah.
Versus the coffee level that we like to drink it at.
Yeah, we like it super intense
Yeah.
and yeah.
So it takes basically a whole bag of coffee to make for the whole lab. Cold brew, and it only lasts maybe 5 days.
You can taste that cold brew in that myrrh.
It's delicious.
Yeah,
Next
for
next
sure.
time I make
Yeah.
cold brew coffee,
Like
I'll-
I was like, man, this is you taste the coffee, but it's not like that bitterness
It's
or
a
that
good-
power.
it's
that
a
I
good
usually
mixture.
get.
Like,
What,
I
I,
feel
what
like-
I do is I'll make some cold brew coffee for you, so you can at least experience what cold brew coffee tastes like.
Totally.
Because the thing about cold brew coffee, it's not because it's not made cold. It's, you can leave it on the counter and make it. It's just without making it with hot water. Just make it without hot water, and then you refrigerate it after you finish brewing it.
Yeah.
What you want to do is add hot water if you want to, and thin it out, or add ice and milk to it, or drink it straight if you want
I'm a straight guy, I like.
to. No, but it's
I'm waiting for the pun.
Yeah, go
That's
take
right,
it
no,
from
no,
here.
you
Take it
do
from
you.
here.
do you,
I'm
boo boo. We don't judge
I
it.
like-
We love all
Yeah.
sexual orientations around
That's
here.
right, baby. We
I like a little bit of everything.
We hang out with the neighborhood every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Support,
I like
support,
that.
support.
Just coffee, just coffee flavor. Yeah, you want to put a little sugar, honey, or whatever in it. That's cool. I'll drink it still.
I think what I got from it, whenever I tried that bad boy, was it was a good stout overall, like chocolatey, really coffee notes really shone through. But it was sweet, so it kind of balanced it out. It wasn't
Man,
bitter.
yeah.
And it was really like the coffee. Like you get, like I love coffee. Like beers.
I wouldn't expect that from corporates. I would not expect.
Whoa,
that.
man! Where'd bro? That's a land of imagination out there.
I would go to Ecuador a lot when I was younger and things like that. You know, they'd roast the. Sorry, excuse me. They'd roast the chocolate, the cocoa beans, and you.
Well, we're gonna learn how to roast beans
the coffee
at
the
Coyote.
coffee, man. Mm-hmm. And I always wondered, like maybe what if I roasted, and these were sun roasted, like not just past or machine heat and whatever. These were sun roasted beans, and they'd have their sections of coffee beans and their section of cocoa beans. I'm like, man, what if we just get a whole bunch of these beans together and roast them together and bring that out? I don't know if anybody's ever thought of it.
I haven't, but I'm gonna learn how to
roast them together. Maybe the flavors. As a cook, as a cook for my family.
Well, we could try. We could ask this because I'm trying to do a podcast with Noble Coyote right next to Craft and Growlers off of Perry Avenue.
Yeah,
and they roast their beans there on site. So we can ask them. We can ask them and see what they think about that. Maybe roast some chocolate.
How do they roast their beans?
Well, they have a roaster, but they also were telling me that you could take a iron skillet.
Yeah,
and roast your beans.
Roast your own beans. Yeah, I mean you can use localized source heat, but I mean you go to Colombia, you go to Peru,
no, but in different ways.
Ecuador,
but maybe when you take the cocoa beans that haven't been roasted
out
either.
Out there in the sun.
But maybe you take what you were saying is maybe you take the coffee beans that you're gonna roast with some cocoa beans you're gonna roast. And roast them together. Maybe get some. And maybe have some flavors.
I'm pretty sure somebody has.
I'm pretty sure, but we don't know. We gotta ask. None of us ever roast beans before.
Those oils and there's just.
So I think maybe we're gonna have Diego's fine coffee beans coming soon.
I
smell it already.
Yeah, I can.
Let's make it happen.
Make it happen.
We should.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
On that note, let's it's been a fun podcast. What I want to say, I appreciate you guys coming out. This is we'll keep you updated this weekend about Keep Down Shit Face, Bottle Share Destination, also community. Shout out to community. We're gonna try to meet up there and take some pictures there the best we can. They have their 6-year anniversary. They have over 60 beers listed on tap.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be insane. So
big ups to them.
Big ups to them, man. It's gonna be
6 years is a long time.
6 years is a long time.
That's awesome.
Running the game, baby.
Big ups to OHB out here, man. I'm having fun, man. This is awesome. They got freaking Wonderwall on. I got great tasting beer and great company. Thank you for having me on.
Brother,
my best friend Victor, man.
Your better friend Andrew.
Better friend Andrew. My better friend Andrew.
We hug. Y'all shake hands.
Thank you for so much for having me on here. Just excited to where my night's gonna lead from here.
Get drunker. Get drunker.
We're gonna be shit faced tonight.
Drunk in public. You guys take a lift. Don't drink and drive. Everybody have a safe weekend. Listen.
Or Uber. Pick your ride share.
Lyft. Lyft all day, every day. Sponsor of the show. Lyft all day. Peace, guys.
Cheers.